I came into my little tiny space. You can see here's the sofa and an ottoman. Actually, it's a little storage thing, which is an ottoman, and a tripod, monopod. So when I was working outside earlier, it was 91 degrees. The heat index was higher, and I did not want to get into the details of how to take this apart. I brought it inside. Of course, it's evening now, but I figured it out. So under here, you can see that little hole there? That's for one of the little screws. So you take that screw out in order to take this apart to take the head off. And the head is right here beside me. There is not a screw hole in the head itself. You can see where the screw was just by that mark right there. I had to take this off in order to flip this screw here so that you could use a regular size mount on it, a regular size mount on your camera. And this is what it looks like right here. This little thing right here. I dropped it. Don't drop it. Don't attempt to do this outside. Thank goodness I did not do this outside. I dropped it on the floor right down here. And I had a heck of a time finding it. It had jumped on top of a bag. So I had a heck of a time finding it. But my floor got cleaned. I moved my sofa and everything, cleaned the floor. Oh well. So I will take this apart here. So you pull this one out. Just turn, 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 till it comes out. It's almost there. This thing's probably going to fall off and fall to the floor. Let's stick it on my... Did I already lose the other? No. Okay. Put them where they're not going to fall. I should have one of my magnetic plates here. Yeah, use a magnetic plate if you have one. Okay, now you turn it and take it off. I think, yeah. The handle falls off, and then on the other side is, get focused. Then on the other side is the mount, the standard size mount. So you would just take that, flip it around, and use that. Okay, I'm going to put this all back together, then we'll take the stand off the bottom. And as you can see on this part also, there is not really a hole for that screw, that little thing. You can see where it was just kind of pushed into the aluminum. I will reassemble this and then we will mess with the bottom. These little things are so tiny. I had dropped it several times. So I'll get it down there fairly tight. Okay, that's fairly tight right there. Then I'll stick this mounting plate on top. and flip it upside down and put the other screw in on the bottom. That I won't be able to show you. I finally figured it out. After dropping the screw about 50 zillion times, having to move the couch a couple of times to get it out from under the couch, put it in on this side instead of trying to put it in from underneath. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. Okay, so now I can get this thing back together. It's gonna fall. I got it in. I will tighten it down with that little Allen wrench thing, whatever you call it. Whew, and we'll be done with that part of it. Okay, the video head is finally mounted back on the monopod. Man, I was doing that totally wrong, and I'm thinking, you know, what kind of teeny tiny hands do I need? Because I was trying to put the screw in from this side. I was trying to put the screw in from this side. What you actually do is put it through the back side while it's off. This is why I'm doing this video, to save y'all from doing it the incorrect way, showing you how not to do it. And if you were to take yours apart and you didn't want the strap, that would be the time to take the strap off. I never plan on taking this apart again. I don't need to. So I'm going to test it, make sure everything is back together properly. Okay. We're still working pretty good, other than the fact that I'm not stable on the floor. Lock it down. Oh yeah, and it came with this little gizmo too, and I thought, what is that? This little wing thing? What is that? It's a little lever key. It adjusts the locking force on the little clampy things. So that's kind of cool. So it's for these things right here. That way you can adjust the tightness on it and such. Okay, I'm fixing to get stupidly brave. I'm going to take the bottom off. So here is the base, the foot for the monopod, which becomes a mini tripod, ball head, as I showed earlier. Release the collar, and you can put a camera on there. However, the only thing I can't figure out, or one of the things I can't figure out, is this. A regular camera is not, a standard camera is not going to fit on that. And I don't see anywhere where you can screw that out. I'm afraid to try because I don't want to screw up the ball head. Because I didn't know if it was screwed out and flipped or not. I guess you would need some sort of an adapter. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that part would work. But that would be your mini tripod. And of course you can adjust the legs as needed. You could actually take the fluid head, the video head, off of this and mount it onto that, which I'm not gonna do because you saw how much trouble I had messing with that. And I feel the more you take it apart, put it together, take it apart, put it together, the more you weaken parts. I already have mini tripods. I already have a regular monopod. so I don't have to mess with doing all this extra stuff. The tripod itself, if you wanted to not have the feet on it, you can get adapters to fit inside. Here in the instructions, mounting thread on the bottom of the tripod. The monopod has a 3/8 inch thread at the lower end. Depending on your needs, you can screw in a tripod foot, a rubber foot, or a metal spike. That's the bottom of the tripod. I am going to reassemble this and call it a day. Thank you for watching, and live the life you love. I need to get those parts back on so I don't lose them. And like I said, I'm not going to take this apart to use it as a mini tripod with a ball head. Don't really need that. I have mini tripods. I bought this to use as a tripod monopod inside of my RV. I have a monopod. If I don't want the legs, I just grab my other one. Okay, so thank you for watching, and live the life you love. This is so I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Ouch, this hurts.